So 26 is where we start for our owned land, and I figure this is kind of like the main road from here, the shop out. So I'm looking at 26, buying 36, 46. Eventually I'm going to own the whole thing, but I'm going to buy it as I can afford it. But 26, 36, 46, and 56 are going to be where the buildings are, and all of the rest of the fields are going to get plowed under and turned into fields for growing. And maybe one side of the farm map here will be fields to plant, the other side will be animals, and we'll go from there, adjust as accordingly. But when I started, let's take the truck over. I did not cut down the one to get rid of all the trees. I did cut the one to get rid of all the rocks, because I don't like messing with the rocks. Now, as far as gameplay and where I came up with the money that you see up there, starting the original 100,000 and adding that amount to this. We're gonna sell it. Not gonna play on it anymore. So the save game 6 had a Ravenport save, and that is where that's where that 40 million came from, was the Ravenport save map. There's $85 million, and that's from selling some stuff, making some stuff. I think this one's got a bunch of different plants and stuff that you can do on it, like the soft drink manufacturer, sugar factory. I've been running those, and that's where I've made that money from. So if you take that 89, 85, 8, 9, 6, 4, and then we're going to go in and we're going to look at equipment. If I can click on the right one. Here we go. And you can take a look at all the equipment's values here. I could go around and individually total up all of the equipment, but I'm not that realistic in the gameplay. So I just take a quick glance at what I've got. Got the big one here for 414, which really pushes it up. So looking at all of it, we're going to say probably about $800,000 worth of equipment on this map. And we're also going to take a look at, I own the whole map, so we assess a value to the property. I could get really outrageous with it and say that there's $100 million worth of property value, but in real life there may be, and it's probably actually more than that. But for the sake of the game, we'll say there's $5 million. So then I go out, I save it, back on the farm, hit F11, and we're going to put that money into this bank, giving us $121,589,220 to continue building. And I'll do the same thing if I start a new map or sell some of the old maps that I don't use very much anymore. Then I go through there and say, okay, this is what I've got. And I actually think I loaded the wrong no mans. I've got two different no man lands. One I've been working on for a while. The other one I just started, and I did in fact put that on the wrong one. So back into F11. Take that money back out. Because this one's already doing its own thing, it doesn't need it. 1.1. So now we can put that money into the bank. As you can see, it's there. And that'll be used to continue cleaning this up, putting buildings up. We're going to have to buy the equipment to cut the trees down. We do have the sawmill over there. This truck here will probably sell. This field will probably, until we get going on the actual buildings, we'll start from the shop and work our way towards the house. So that field might get a couple plantings before we put buildings in there. And continue on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below, and we'll see you on the next one.